I attended Dothan 101 this week, the class, and I sat in part on Public Works, and they brought up the fact that, and I had in my back of my mind, I knew it, but I don't think about it that often, that the city does take. We do have hazardous waste, paints, pesticides, batteries, and all things like that. We do have one day a year that we open up on Saturday and let people do it, which is Spirit of Service Day, which I think is in April every year. But there is a way for people. I know I personally have a little box in my garage, and every time I take, double A or triple A or C or D's out, I put them in a box, and when it gets full, I take them in because, we all need to do everything we can to keep some of those chemicals out of our groundwater and out of our landfill. So we do that. And so after hearing that presentation, I just thought to myself that we don't do a very good job of promoting that we do that. And I guess I would ask y'all to do that because, we all know, we spend a lot of time in East Alabama talking about the need for water and long-term water supply. And, part of that need is to protect what we currently have. And, one of the major pollutants of that is the improper disposal of things that should be handled more appropriately. I know I read where some community actually has a paint program where people, they store the old paints, and if you've got a small room to paint, you can come there and pick out. I don't know if we have the room to do anything like that, but I don't know about most of you, but there are a lot of paint cans in my garage, and some of them were there when I bought the house, so I don't even know what color it is. I just wanted to make that point. The other question that comes up over and over, where are we on recycling? Well, we've applied for a grant, $305,000 I think it is, to try to, get enough bins to expand curbside recycling citywide, also to expand some drop-off sites. From a previous report that even though we started curbside recycling in pilot areas, the amount of recyclables that we pick up at the drop-off sites has actually increased. So we didn't see a decrease when we started the curbside program, which means that more and more people are recycling. The other thing I think it was interesting, Cassandra helped me here, but I think we're picking up almost double the poundage of the average of Alabama. So that state's fairly good. I think we're picking up, over 12 pounds a pickup? And yeah, and higher than the national average too. So what we see for those people who are recycling here, they're doing it at a much higher rate. I know personally from my own self, I've recycled since I've been here, but since I'm on the pilot program, I've made a more conscious effort to tear down little cereal boxes and all of these things, and I've got it down to, I'll admit that it's just my wife and I, but I have very little garbage. There's somebody, I heard a statistic the other day somewhere that 70% of what we throw away can be recycled. And if you think about that, I think Jerry Corbin once used that the next landfill will cost I forgot what the number is, like $400 a foot. Some phenomenal number, which we know is going to be millions and millions of dollars to open the next landfill and to close this one. So anything we can do to keep waste out of the landfill and prolong the use of our current landfill, excuse me, is a benefit to us all.